What is up, fam? Welcome to another video. Today we're gonna go take out the Subi and talk for a little bit. I'm gonna try to beat the sun, but I do want to discuss just a couple of things that I want to do with this Subi, and also a couple things that are wrong with it, or things that I actually should fix. So I'm gonna strap you guys to the GoPro, and then after that we'll head out and then talk a little bit more about this car. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Subi. So one thing I wanted to do today was to take you guys along for a ride on a POV, and then just pretty much talk about this car. So first things first, this car is a 2004 Subaru WRX hatchback with that blah light look. So I bought it back in 2021 in November with 94,000 miles. The previous owner had everything stock on it, so pretty much stock interior, stock exterior, stock performance wise, everything stock, which I loved about it. It has that stock Momo original everything. It's a 5-speed, so I just fell in love with, oh shit, sorry guys. I just fell in love with it, and honestly I thought that it was a smart purchase for the price, for the mileage, and for how intact it was. And I just bought it, you know. So at the moment I had a 2021 Camry, and I took that back to the dealership, and the next day I went to this dude's house that he had posted this for literally less than 24 hours ago, and I bought it. Drove to LA and bought it with Esme. So anyways, the one thing that I loved about it was that everything was stock. Obviously after that, after I bought it, it changed. So I bought an NVIDIA catback exhaust catless, and then I also bought a Tomei Extreme downpipe catless. So the car is pretty much catless all the way back, and then I also got AEM short ram intake, so you can hear the spooling, and it's pretty nice. Let me see if I can give you guys a little clip right here. Hopefully you guys can hear that. So it sounds pretty nice. I honestly just put those upgrades on the car just because I like to hear the Subaru roar to it. But one thing I'm missing really bad is a freaking tune. So I don't usually do what I just did often. I really baby this car a lot. So I don't really go and push it to its limit. I don't really fucking go and drive it hard or anything like that, just because I know that it does not have a tune. So I don't do that often. The main thing that worries me is, you know, that in the long run it does, you know, something bad happens to it because I don't have a tune on it. So that's why I'm gonna get a access port here shortly, and then take it to one of the local shops here and get it dyno tuned. That way it's just running healthy, which is, by the way, the reason of this check engine light. So aside from the intake, aside from the downpipe, I've done nothing to this car. It's still, you know, rocking the stock ride height, stock wheels, stock everything. So it's just basically stock aside from the exhaust and the intake. So in the future I do want to do some upgrades, but first I want to fix some things that are wrong with this car. And by all means, they're not wrong because the previous owner gave it to me like that, with the exception of one thing, which I'll talk about, but mostly are things that I've caused. So first things first, I need to fix the AC in this car. I don't have AC, which sucks. So I live in Southern California, and when it comes to summertime, in the middle of the day, it's like 90, 95 degrees, and it's that dry heat. So it really makes you feel like you're in an oven. So right now I have the windows up so that you guys don't get disturbed with the wind noise, and I'm dying in here. So I definitely need to fix the AC. It's fine at nights or in the mornings or during winter, you know. That's why when I bought it in November, the AC stopped working, and I was like, whatever, we're about to go into winter, so it doesn't really affect me. But now that we're going into summer, it definitely does affect me. So wow, that's really nice. Anyways, so I definitely need to fix that. The other thing I need to fix is obviously the check engine light, but the check engine light came up after I put the downpipe and the intake on the car. So obviously it has to do with, you know, running rich, or it's just, you know, getting way too much airflow and it's just confused. So I know what I need to do to fix that. I just need to get a tune and it should be fine. aside from that, honestly, the car works perfect. There is nothing wrong with this car, and the previous owner did a good job of maintaining it. When I bought the car, he had a binder with all of the maintenance and all the services and everything he had done to it before I bought it. So that's one thing I definitely liked about it, because I had a record of everything that was done to the car, and mostly it was done at the dealership, which yes, I know that some dealerships are notorious for not fucking, you know, doing the job correctly and whatnot, but it's better to have receipts from a dealership than to have receipts from a shop that I don't know. So he did a brand new clutch swap when it hit 75,000 miles, which that's super good. Sorry guys, my GoPro out of nowhere just decided to stop recording, but we're back in business. Yo, what's up, guy? Anyways, so he just had put a new clutch on the car. He just had put new spark plugs, so I don't have no misfiring. I don't have nothing like that. The car runs great. The only thing, it's a little bit confused because of the exhaust, and I definitely need to fix that stuff. But like I said, I don't ever really push this car. This is probably the hardest that I drive it, as I'm driving it right now, and I'm going 40 miles an hour right now. So I know I'm fine, but I definitely have to tune it. I also don't drive this car every single day. Yes, it's my daily, but I like to drive my Mustang. I like to drive Esme's Mustang. So I kind of swap around all three cars. The only thing I don't like is when you do highway driving. Oh, Miatas. When you do highway driving, it's a 5-speed manual, so you're always hitting that, you know, 3,500 RPM, going 75 or 80. So you're pushing the car, and that's why I don't really try to drive it if I know I'm about to go into the highway. But aside from those minor fixes, honestly, I have plans for this car. I just want to make it look really nice. I definitely need some new headlights. The previous owner also had put new taillights on the car, so that's, you know, pretty good. But I need to do some fixes here and there on the body of the car. It's obviously not perfect. It's a 2004 vehicle, so, but aside from that, I want to actually upgrade a little bit here and there. And then I want to put wheels. I definitely want to lower it. I don't know, maybe go bags in the future. But I do want to put some kind of body kit in this car. I want to just make it look nice. I do prioritize my Mustang just because that's the car that I take to shows and to events and stuff like that. But this car is definitely going to become one of those cars that I'll be taking to events and shows and stuff like that. Honestly, I'm not even, or let me correct, I wasn't a Mustang or domestic car, you know, enthusiast until I bought my Mustang. I used to own a 2007 WRX before I had my Mustang, and I sold it because it was having issues, and I was looking for something, you know, new technology and fast and whatnot. A friend of mine put me in his Mustang. He did it 0 to 60, and I asked him, you know, how much did you buy this for? And he said like 25,000. I was like, I'm sold. And in a week I sold my Subaru WRX, and then I bought my Mustang. And I mean, with the mods and everything, I honestly fell in love with it. So I love my Mustang, but I'm originally a fan of JDM cars, which is why I had to buy this when I saw it. I was missing that turbo noise. I was missing that spooling. And, you know, in terms, I honestly wanted to supercharge or turbocharge my Mustang because I was missing that, which, by the way, just stick around because that's something that we might or might not do in the future. But anyways, so I just love JDM cars, which is why I bought this. And the fact that it's a hatchback, that, you know, it was so intact, I just had to purchase it. But in conclusion, I really do love this car. I really want to keep it for the long run. And when I say long run, I want to keep it, honestly, as much as I can, because I want to make this car more of a classic than what it is right now. I want to make sure that the car looks great. I want to make sure that the car runs good. And it honestly benefits me to keep it. It's a freaking 4-door, and I have a 7-month-old son. So it's like the perfect dad wagon. So I love it. You know, it handles great. It moves great. I just need to fix these imperfections and just start upgrading it more and more. But, you know, just trying to balance everything out between Esme, this car, and my Mustang. So I hope you guys like these kind of cars, because you will see this more. And I'm definitely going to be driving this car more often. because I just enjoy it, you know. So I again appreciate you guys watching this video. I hope you guys like this POV view. If you don't or do like it, just leave it in the comments so that I know what kind of things you guys are looking for in this channel. And please subscribe, share this video, help me grow, and promise you we're gonna have good content. This is gonna be a fun channel, I promise you. Alrighty guys, thank you so much and have a great day.